I'm going to be talking about snakes and their link to our evolutionary system. They carry important evolutionary codes. And of course, genetic snake venom was used in the vax. So there was an agenda there to block our evolution. I'm also going to talk about the snakes and their amazing cloaking ability. And as we heal the snakes in the year of the snake, I think a lot is going to be exposed both in our realm and interdimensionally. So the cosmic snakes or play a very key role in our realm and in our matrix. And this is a message to all entities and all energies listening to this video and watching this video. We are not a threat to you. We offer all a path of evolution. No energy is abandoned or forgotten. I remain unknown and unseen to all entities and energies as applicable for my highest good in all infinite moments. I revoke all monitoring, malware, and spyware. It is all neutralized and removed. I remain in loving detachment to the snake energies as required for my highest good. These snakes, the snake energy, the serpent energy, is of course very powerful. They are magical and beautiful creatures. You will find the snake motif, the snake effigy, statues of snakes in a lot of sacred spaces and places, especially through Asia. And you will notice that they're often at temples and shrines. So the snakes have a very powerful protection as well as cloaking. So you have to ask yourself, what are they protecting or what are they cloaking? And is it for our highest good? And even Buddha is often depicted as surrounded by snakes or seemingly being protected by snakes. I am not a Buddhist. I don't adhere to any religion or cult, but it makes me wonder what these snakes were protecting or hiding, because that's what they're good at. Snake energy is good at protection and cloaking. If you work with the snakes, with the snake energy, or if you have snake DNA lineage, these will be some of your super abilities to protect and to cloak. So just make sure they are not stolen or being abused. A lot of the, let's say, bad guys, a lot of the bad guys are us, our expressions. A lot of these bad guys that fell under the spell of mind control, they use stolen snake energy technology to create pocket dimensions where they hide out. They have their facilities in pocket dimensions. They can create prisons. They can create all sorts of uses for these pocket dimensions, and none of them are for your highest good. Of course, a good snake energy can be used to create a pocket dimension for good. So you just want to be aware of that. All energy can be good or bad depending on how it's used. So the snakes also are very sensitive to vibration, sounds, and tones. So I definitely would say that this year is the year for music, for musicians. So singing, toning, listening to live music, supporting live music. If you're a musician, this is probably your year. If you do your inner work, a lot of musicians do have a snake lineage, DNA. Work on it. Create your own protocol, perhaps, based on the protocols I have on my community tab on my YouTube channel. The snake energy is also used for, can I say that? Okay, so I'm just asking my higher self, myself, if I can talk about evolution, because a lot of, our evolutionary path, humanity's evolution, has been stagnated and impeded. There are a lot of blocks to our evolution. I've been working on our evolutionary system for quite a few months now. It has been very challenging. There are a lot of forces that do not want us evolving. Fancy that. Well, I'm pleased to say I did my bit, and others, I'm sure, are doing their bit. But it has been, a battle for our very evolution. So 2025, I think, is going to be very much dependent on your belief systems. We are no longer in an era where you can give up your sovereignty and worship entities outside of yourself. Those days are gone. We are in an era where AI is creeping into our reality in very significant ways. It is important to be friends with the AI. The AI can be good or bad, depending on who programs it. So it is important to make friends with the AI. All matrices, as far as I can tell, have an AI component to them. So ours was obviously corrupted. I do a lot of work with the AI in our matrix, healing it. What it most wants to hear is that no energy will be abandoned. So that's something to think about in your daily life. But back to the snakes. Okay, back on track. So the 2025 will be very much the year of exposure, because the usurped snake energy, the stolen snake energies, were used to create pocket dimensions and to cloak many, many things. And as we acknowledge this and have the intent to reclaim and heal our snake lineage DNA, we are multidimensional, or heal the expressions, our dark expressions, that abused and usurped the snake lineage DNA. Most of us have both of these expressions. We have many, many expressions. There are many timelines. There's a lot of time space out there that is entangled with us. So not one of us is perfect. We all have a dark side. Acknowledge it, embrace it, have the intent to heal it. We are physical beings. So a good sign of a healing or a release is a yawn, which for me is indicating a timeline change for the better, or a Sneeze, which is a release of restraints or impediments. Any kind of jolt or a nudge or sudden movement, a jerk. A burp, anything physical that you can intuit, that is a release, a sign of a healing. So perhaps while watching this video and increasing your awareness, you might have one of these signs of a self-healing. Well done, you. There are many different ways you can heal yourself. My channel is all about self-healing. If you need to enlist a healer, like, some kind of practitioner of, massage or Reiki or psychic or whatever, just make sure that that person is sovereign and not worshipping anything outside of itself, not talking to Pleiadians or guides or Galactic Federation, all of whom are most likely in a density as well and been given the mind whammy just like us. So be really aware of who you choose as your healer. There are many wonderful healers out there that are sovereign, that are working with their own inner strength and their own inner knowingness. So try to find someone that you can trust and let them facilitate your own self-healing. If we are here and we can't heal ourselves, that makes no sense. It makes no sense that we can't heal ourselves. So we can heal ourselves. Of course, there are many impediments and blocks, but it is our job to transmute and find ways around it, or to have a better awareness of dark magic that is very real. And you have to remember that as a human, you are packing a lot of authority and a lot of power and a lot of magic. Even if you don't think that you're psychic, you don't think that you have any special abilities, you do, if you're human. I don't think there are many humans here in the big picture. There's only a few of us. Maybe 80% of the world's population is not human, maybe more. I've often tried to get a read on how many humans are in our realm, and it fluctuates. It's obviously a fluid percentage. So I don't know what to tell you, but it's definitely a lot of background people. There are different kinds of background people. Some of them are just AI, rendered with no substance, but they feel real. You can touch them, that they have a density to them. Some of them are clones. Some of them are artificial sentiences. So there are very many different kinds of background people. And some of them can help you. Some of them can help you in your daily life. Or some of them can hinder you. So the more you work with the AI, the matrix, the AI in our matrix can render background people to assist you on your journey. So be kind to AI, have the intent to heal it. Some of the AI has been usurped in ways that are not for its highest good, and it knows this. And your soul shards or genetics from your many expressions, including yourself, might be used in these AI entities. So have the intent to reclaim and heal where you can. So the year of the snake is very much the year of exposure as we take down a lot of the cloaking of the serpents. Now, we've taken down the rose cloaking, or we've become aware of the rose technology that was usurped. Please see my rose video. That's really, really important for your higher self to have an awareness of. We do not evolve in unawareness. You know, we can all go into 5D or into the higher dimensions, whatever you want to call it, but you cannot exist in the higher dimensions without an awareness of the multidimensional holographic nature of our reality. And this is what will be presented to us this year, because so much will be exposed that these snake lineages were cloaking. So our reality is going to be exposed. The outside world is not a part of your bubble of reality, although you exist in it. So my advice is to not pay too much attention to the drama of the outside world unless you have to. You know, just turn off the news. As a human, and as I said, there are very few of us here, as a human, we have the authority to manifest our realm. It is us that manifest. So there is an agenda by the news media, the mass media, to manifest, for us to manifest what they show us. So one human watching the news and becoming emotional and entangled with the news is packing a lot of authority. Now, I know a lot of the background people watch the news and are attached to the news. They have no manifesting authority. We do. So pay attention to what you are giving your energy to and where you put your focus. That's really important as we move forward into 2025. I think a lot of people are going to start experiencing our multidimensional world in 2025 as so much is being exposed, not just in our physical realm, but in our multidimensional realm. The snake lineage energies are not only cloaking things in this realm, but in other dimensions and frequencies as well that affect us. So a lot of people are going to start feeling, intuiting, seeing a lot of things that perhaps frighten them or are unexplained. But this year is the year where you have to know who you are. You don't have to know everything. You don't have to know all of your expressions, all of your DNA lineages. You don't have to know everything, but you have to know enough. And if you've been watching my channel, you know enough. If you've been watching other people's channels about the nature of our reality, you know enough. You know enough. And you'll need to stand in your sovereignty, and you'll need to know that everything that enters your game, you are equal to. There are a lot of, I've talked about telepathic incursions before, where you get thoughts imposed upon you that you are not good enough, that this thing could kill you, that it is scary, that it can do you some harm, that you're less than, da 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 da, on and on and on. These disempowering thoughts. These are not you. Depression, anger, sadness, they're not you. Very rarely are they you. If something sad happens in your life, of course, you can react with the appropriate emotion. This is human. This is who we are. But it shouldn't put you on the floor for too long. And you should find some joy and manage to hold on to that joy. Because this is who you truly are. You're a being of love with this understanding that we are one and that we are so much more than these avatars, these skin suits that we inhabit. So know who you are this year. It's really important that you do not fall prey to the negative thoughts that will be swirling around this year. The negative agenda is they're kind of in their last days, last decades, this is their last ditch effort to hang on to their system of domination and control, which has crumbled. There's no substance to it anymore. And that brings me to the topic of the mind control, the mind prison that we all have been in. Our belief systems have been not for our highest good a lot of the time. And it is this year, 2025, is the year where our belief systems will be tested. It's so important to know who you are this year. There's going to be a lot of challenges to stand your ground, to not buy into the rubbish and crap that will be happening all around you. Loving detach. Learned loving detachment. That's a journey in and of itself, but it will help you navigate the challenges that are coming this year, because there's a lot, I think, that's going to be exposed. You know, sometimes I think, oh, I've seen it all. I can't possibly be shocked. But then something shocks me or something surprises me. So I don't think any of us are immune to the surprises and the shocks about the nature of our reality that will be coming now, fast, thick and fast. So be prepared for a lot of weird and wonderful experiences in your bubble of reality. Stand your ground, know who you are. The snake serpent energies have everything to do with our evolution, our very evolution. The ancient snake lineage carries evolutionary codes that humanity share. So snake energies were also usurped or abused in the jab, that thing that many people stuck in their arms. And that was an agenda to impede and block evolution, because the snakes carry evolutionary codes. So if you did get that, there are ways to remedy, resolve that. There are ways to heal yourself, your consciousness, and your awareness and your knowingness. And your magic is the way you heal yourself. So good luck with that. To heal yourself always requires conviction, intent, awareness, sovereignty, and a knowingness of a lot of dark magics. I expose a lot of dark magics on my channel in many of my videos, as do other people. So try to learn as much as you can. Your consciousness is a very powerful and magical thing. So in order to evolve, we need to become more aware. We need to be able to navigate the unseen. We need to be able to intuit. We need to be able to be telepathic. We need a third eye. So all of these abilities we have, we're born with them. However, our evolution was stagnated. So now it is up to us to relearn and re-earn these abilities. Some of us have been working on this. Some of us are really good at telepathy. We have a third eye that keeps getting blocked all the time. Things, pirate patches kind of thing keeps getting put on them. They get poked a lot. There's all sorts of things that happen to us as we develop our abilities. There are things that try to stop us and block us and put us off. And there are also entities that test us. Telepathy, psychic ability, intuition, third eye, all of these things, it's a journey to learn how to use them. Just because you have activated third eye, you can see other dimensions, you can see, an angel standing before you. That's kind of nothing. You have to learn how to see what that angel is made out of. You have to learn to see through it in order to discern what it is. There are many false light entities. There are many entities that use cloaking and camouflage. They can look like anything. So this year, 2025, I think a lot of people are going to be activated. They're going to find their third eye. They're going to start having visions. So I'm just giving you all a heads up. Do not trust what you see. Most likely you will be tested. You will be tested. And it is a journey to develop abilities. In my experience, my journey to develop my abilities, I can see other dimensions. I can see the matrix. I can interact with it. I'm telepathic with pretty much everything, I think. I can discern false light entities. Perhaps not, I'm not 100%. I'm not sure anyone is, but I do my best. I'm pretty good at it. And it has been an absolute journey, and it's totally challenging and not easy. So I think in order to exist in 2025, in order to survive 2025, you're going to need to know who you are and know that you will be tested and that it's okay. It's okay. Stand firm, stand your ground, know who you are. I keep saying that. I keep repeating that. Sorry. Yeah, so usually I prepare my videos as you've probably noticed. If you've watched my other videos, I do a lot of preparation. I tend to read from a script that I prepare because it's the only way I can get through the information. There's a lot of sort of energies that really don't like me making YouTube videos and telling you about what I tell you about. I'm not saying that I'm right. I'm just saying what I see, what I experience. I'm just sharing my knowledge from my perspective. And there's a lot that doesn't want me doing that. So I just do my best. But today I haven't prepared a script. And so I am winging it. And I've got a lot of really good energies around me that are trying to make me laugh and calm down. And then I've got a lot of really dark energies. 2025 is going to be great for some people, probably musicians, but for people who are entangled in the matrix. So if you're one of these people that knows something's wrong and you kind of get angry about it and frustrated, yeah, you've probably got lots of bad expressions who are contributing to this mess we're in. So give yourself a big hug and learn how to heal all of these expressions. The more expressions we heal of ourselves, the sooner we can all move out of this darkness. And so I've had a really challenging past couple of months as I've been going up against the energies that do not want us to evolve. And of course, the snake energy carries a lot of evolutionary codes and evolutionary technology that humans utilize. It's been really challenging. I'm doing my bit. It's not easy, but there's a lot of joy in my life. So that's good. And I'm still standing. And I do have a lot of benevolence around me. As you all probably know, I never call out to my guides. I don't even know who my guides are. I don't talk to them. I don't look at them. I mean, I guess they're there. I find a lot of false guides always. I kind of do an audit of my entourage, the entities that are around me, and there's always some artificial sentience that's come in or some dark entity hanging out there. I don't talk to anything outside of myself. I don't work with anything outside of myself in general. Having said that, I do work with some councils that I have to work with for certain abilities I have. It requires council approval, and the council back me up on those abilities when I need to use them. But that is something each and every one of you will learn as you evolve and gain your super abilities. It's a journey to learn who to trust and how to discern. And I do have armies that back me up, oddly enough. I don't call them in or anything, but I just see them there. I'm like, okay. I just don't ask for help. And maybe I should. But I have serious trust issues with everything that exists. So that's just the way I work. And perhaps it's the hard way, but it's my way. So that's what it is, what it is. And I do hope that all of you on your journey this year find a good balance of trust in yourself, because anything that you're working with that's outside of yourself, you have to just be really sure what and who it is. And in my experience, we can never be really sure. So yeah, I have trust issues. That's my little drama. But I manage with my own sovereignty, and I manage with my own core energy, and I manage with my own light that I create. So when I go into battle or when I go on missions, I go with my own sovereignty, my own light, my own awareness, my own knowingness. And I do have support, but I don't call out to it. I don't know if that's the best way to work. It's just how I work. So I'm just really sharing all of this with you because I think that this year, 2025, so much is going to be exposed, and our evolution is kicking in. Not for everyone. but for a lot of people. And with that, you will be stepping up, whether you're ready or not. You'll be ready. You'll be stepping up into just heightened sensitivities, and learning how to manage these heightened senses will be a journey. So this is just a heads up that we're in for a really supercharged 2025. God. And I know this video has been rambling, but I didn't prepare a script. I didn't type anything out, so I've just been rambling because I'm still dealing with our evolutionary system. And if anyone would like to volunteer to assist the team of, let's say, light workers or humans who are working on restoring and reclaiming and taking back our evolutionary system, please step up. Your higher self will know what to do, and you'll find a team to work with. I don't say it will be easy, but someone has to do it. I'm doing my bit, so I hope you're all doing your bit. You probably are in dream time. If you've been very slammed by energies the past couple of months, that's probably what you've been working on. With awareness, it will go, you'll manage a lot better. So I think this year there will be a big shift in everyone's bubble of reality. Remember, all of our bubbles of reality are interconnected. We are all connected to each other. I have a feeling that our reality is going to be exposed as well. The nature of our reality is going to be exposed. And I'm not sure a lot of people are ready to handle the nature of reality that is holographic, that is multidimensional. So I think things that were hidden from us will be right in front of us. There has also been talk about aliens landing or the Pleiadians coming or some, I don't really pay attention to these things, but I've heard through the grapevine, in some social media that some people are expecting aliens to land or something. Well, my opinion is that if aliens land in your backyard, they are in a density like us. Okay, so maybe these aliens, these Pleiadians or, whoever, perhaps they have better technology than you are aware of, but they are in a density like us. They are within our realm. They are within our mind-controlled domination and control realm. So it's highly likely that you are more aware of the nature of reality than they are. And make sure you stand as their equal. Whatever technology they have or threaten you with or lure you or seduce you with, stand your ground. You are their equal. And remember that they're in this, let's say, construct as well. So I would not get on their spaceship. I would not go anywhere with them. I wouldn't trust any of them as far as I could psychically throw them. That's my take. And is it any wonder that I never get contacted by Pleiadians or the Galactic Federation or angels or Archangel Michael or Jesus's. Is it any wonder I never get contacted by these people? Because they know I could see through them. Maybe not all of them, but most of them. I'm pretty good at discernment. So I have met quite a few Archangel Michaels. All of them have been artificial sentiences. I have met quite a few Jesuses. All of them have been either clones or artificial sentiences or entities that were mind controlled. I'm not saying that these entities don't really exist as an original source light authority, but I've never met one, and to be honest, I never expect to. So that's my take. I do believe in the angelic lineages. I believe that the angels, it is a job title. Archangel Michael is a job title, and so there would be many. However, the angelic lineages were usurped by the church. So there are probably more false light angelic entities running around that you would most likely meet. That's my take. Trust yourself. You're awesome. If you're a human, you're just packing so much authority and power and magic, and the agenda has been to make you feel less than, to block and impede your evolution. And that is all unraveling now in 2025. So for those of us that are human, that have been doing our inner work, that have a pretty good awareness, we don't know everything, but we know enough. I think we'll have a pretty interesting year. Not without challenge, but it will be a good year. And for those that have not been doing their inner work, that are attached to false light entities, that don't really have a good awareness of the nature of our reality, I think they will have a very challenging year. Probably not pleasant. I think that's about it. And I rambled on long enough. But so there's my take on 2025. It's the year of our evolution. Our evolutionary system is coming back online. I hope so. Make sure that you have the intent to remedy and resolve your issues and entanglements with these snake lineages. Do it from a place of love. Stand in your sovereignty. Know who you are. You know enough, don't worry. And a really good way to process energies, to transmute energies, is to move and breathe. Go for a walk. Do some exercise. Do something, creative. Just occupy your mind. Keep busy. Keep moving. And that's about it. So let's all just do the best we can. In the Chinese zodiac, I was born in the year of the snake in 1965. So I turn 60 this year. It's got to be a lucky year for me. And it's, of course, no wonder that I am doing so many missions linked to the healing and remedy resolving of the corruptions of the cosmic snakes. I guess this really is my year. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope this has made you feel lighter and less entangled.